What's up, everybody? It's the Bipolar Prophet, and welcome back to Old Ridge Farm in Farming Simulator 15. So if you remember in the last episode, we had done a whole bunch of mowing, and windrowing and hauling the grass back to the silage pit at the dairy farm. I went ahead and finished the rest of the meadows that were up in that top area where we had left off screen, and I got the silage pit about 50% full, and it's fermenting right now, so that's a good thing. And I'd also said that in the next episode, because I was kind of struggling to find stuff to do, that we were going to cut down some trees, and I was, obviously having a little issue with money and trying to figure out how I could actually buy maybe the step a log carrier so that I could actually haul the trees off and sell them. Well, I think I have a solution for that. If we jump into the store here and we go into the forestry equipment stuff, you'll see I have another tab down here that says Mighten or Meeten. What that means is rent. I have the rental mod installed, so I can rent stuff. Now, I will say that I tried this earlier and it crashed my game, but I think I did something wrong, and the game just couldn't handle it, so it crashed. I have used it on another map, on another save. It worked just fine, so I think I must have done something wrong. So what I think I'm going to do is I think we're going to rent this. It costs $180 an hour to rent. As you can see, we have $9,741. I shouldn't need this for more than a couple of hours, fingers crossed. So I'm going to rent this for, let's say 2 hours, I think, will be enough, and then we can rent that. And then you can see your rented vehicle is at the dealer ready for collection. Well, now it's just like a regular, like you bought it. You're just paying for it now. So if I go into and I can reset it back to the farm here, so I don't have to go quite so far to get it. And we'll go pick that up. And hopefully this will work. And hopefully, oh, you know what else I need to buy? I do need to, unfortunately, drop $1,000 on a chainsaw. Actually, no, I can rent a chainsaw too. How much a chainsaw going to cost? Oh, it's not rentable. Okay, so I have to buy one. Okay, well, that's fine. Okay. So, all right. So we'll go ahead and pick up our step a log trailer and start cutting down some trees. I think, these trees, some of these trees need to go anyway, and I think this would be a good thing to do in this episode. I also, now that I think I've got this working, for the most part anyway, I'm just going to slow down a little bit, I may actually end up selling this combine and just renting one for a little while we, until we have enough money to buy one that I like. That one, it's okay, and I've said this over and over again. It's decent. It works, it does everything it's supposed to do. I just don't like it as much as I thought I would. So, and plus, if we sell it, we'll have a little extra money to kind of tide us over for things. So, I'll probably sell that, and then come, harvest time, I'll just rent one, for the day or a couple days until all the harvest is done, and then we can just send it back, and it won't cost as much as buying one, obviously. So, we'll just go over here to where everything kind of spawns in and pick up our Stepa log trailer. So, and I think once we hook up to it, we'll get a little HUD up in the top of the screen there that'll tell us how much longer we have it for, just so we know, hopefully 2 hours will be enough. There is a pretty significant overdraft charge if you keep it longer than you're supposed to. Yep, 1 hour and 58 minutes we have left on this thing. So, okay. So, I think, let's see. I don't think there's any trees. I'm wondering if I want to take down a couple of these trees in the middle of these fields over here, just for the fact that it'd be easier in the long run for course play and whatnot. Like this one right here may want to come down. That one is close to the field, I think. I think we'll take that one down. We'll start there. This one on the corner as well. So, now these are not, they're not the ideal trees, obviously. They're not straight and all that. They got a lot of branches on them. It's going to take a little while to kind of get them, branched and everything. But, okay, we'll deal with that as it comes, I suppose. So go ahead and stop that, shut that off, save some diesel, jump out, and we will go down and we'll cut down. That tree's not so much of an issue. This tree right here is kind of an issue. I think we'll cut this one down. Oh, no, you know what, actually, I don't want to cut down trees I don't have to cut down. I think I can't run with the chainsaw. I definitely think this one needs to come down. It's right on the edge of the field, so hopefully I can cut it down and it won't fall, you know, into the road. So, and this is a pretty big one with a lot of branches on it, so this is going to take a little while to get cut down. So. Which way do you want to fall? Of course you want to fall that way. Okay, well, alright. Now, let's see. Well, I'm going to need the chainsaw, obviously. So I guess the first thing we should probably do is go up here and get rid of all the branches. Or at least as many branches as we can anyway, without falling off the tree. That'll make it a lot easier in the long run. Oop, and then we'll fall off the tree, I guess. Try to get rid of all the leaves and whatnot, I suppose. Makes sense. You know, these trees are not, you know, they're not ideal for this sort of thing, obviously, because you know, they're very knotty. And there's branches everywhere, and there's a lot of leaves and whatnot. But ultimately, getting rid of them, I think, is going to be, you know, easier. You know, so then I can use course play. So then, when I have a lot of things going on, you know, and I have more than one tractor, and you know, and if this rental mod thing kind of works out, I'll probably end up. You know, renting another tractor for the harvest as well. So let's see, I'd just like to get rid of as many of the branches as possible before I actually start cutting the tree up. So I guess that's good. We can get the rest afterwards. Let's see. Might as well start right here, I guess. Cut this branch off right here, this trunk. As soon as I get a cut spot here, right there. Yep. Kind of got to move a little quick because you know, I don't want to pay a whole bunch of money, you know, because I went over my rental agreement time. You know, that's not ideal. So we'll cut this one here. Then I got to find where these actually go. I'm not sure where the sawmill is, where you bring logs. I don't really know. You know, so that one cut kind of weird. We're gonna have to cut this one again just to separate it because it'll be hard to load like that, obviously. So. Let's see, can we get rid of these branches? Okay. Now all the leaves and stuff make it very hard to see where you're actually cutting. So that's when I've spent so much time cutting trees on Bjornholm with the Scorpion that I've kind of gotten spoiled with the trees that are, you know, that are straight and, you know, and easy to cut and, you know, don't have a lot of leaves on them and stuff. So. Okay, now, has this one got a weird thing on it? No, okay. There we go. Let's see, let me get rid of this stuff now. Get rid of all of this now. This way. Try to take some of this down at the same time. And of course, this is now right over the street. Luckily, you know, there's no traffic, so it's not that big of a deal. It's just going to make it a little tricky to pick up because there'll kind of be logs everywhere. Okay. And of course, it's going to be a little buggy, it looks like. So, let's see. How do we want to do this now? Do we want to cut it? Can we cut it right? Right here would be good if we could cut it somewhere in here. No, that's not going to happen, I guess. Let's see. Where can we cut this one? Maybe if we cut it on this side. I don't want to cut it into too many little chunks because then it's just, you know, hard to pick up, as everybody knows, so. I can't see. Can I cut it right here? Right here. Maybe if I cut it here, it'll roll down. I guess if I'd have been smart, I would have rented the Brux UN instead of maybe the Stepa thing. But to be honest, the money, you know, for the logs is a little more. You know, obviously the money for logs is better than the money for chips. So you know, I just felt like, even though it's a massive pain in the ass, that it would probably work out better. Excuse me, to try to log these up and haul the logs off somewhere. So this is probably going to take quite a while. I may end up having to rent this thing for another couple of hours. just because of the fact that these trees are just, you know, there's so much stuff, you know, all over them. So leaves and, you know, whatnot, and, you know, tons of branches. And so I can't see anything. Apparently we're just going to start cutting randomly. Okay. I'm in the hedge, you know, just not clean, not pretty by any means. Hard to tell what's hedge and what's branches. I know obviously that's a branch. That can go. That's probably grass. That looks like it's a hedge. That looks like it might be a branch. Okay. You know what we're going to do now? Now we'll go grab this thing and bring it over here and start moving it around and see what we got. Oh. You almost think that maybe giants, you know, made these trees like this on purpose so that people didn't, you know, just go around willy-nilly cutting down every tree on a map, you know, because they are definitely not easy to, you know, to cut and then to maneuver and all that. So this big base of this tree here, whew, that's going to be tricky to cut, that's for sure. Let me go ahead and get the legs down here. Can I not get the legs down? Oh, I have to be in. Haven't used this in a while. I forgot how to use it. I forgot I have to actually be in the... what am I, stuck between this thing and a tree now? Jeez. I forgot I actually have to be on this thing to lower the legs. There we go. Okay. Now we can hop back out again, because that's not going to go on in one piece. That's for sure. So... can we maybe clean this up a little bit? There we go. All right. Now, let's see how this is going to go. You know, not my favorite thing in the world to do. As I've said, you know, repeatedly. I don't really enjoy using these cranes. They're way more of a pain in the ass, really, than they're worth most of the time. But, you know, I figured these trees kind of needed to come out of here. And, you know, the money, we could certainly use the money, so... As long as I can do this, you know, reasonably quickly, and it doesn't cost too much, it'll probably be cost effective to do it this way, so. Boy, someday I'd really like to get a joystick. I think a joystick would really make this whole process a lot easier. Oh. That's one. I don't know what I'm going to do with that big piece, though. That big piece is going to be a problem. There's no way I'm going to be able to grab that big piece. No way at all. I don't think I cut this one off all the way. I'm pretty sure I didn't, as a matter of fact. I'm definitely out of practice cutting trees this way. I haven't done it in a while, so yeah, I didn't cut this one. This one needs to be cut. Going to be a lot of this, a lot of, you know, in and out, off the tractor, on the tractor, you know, trying to get it, you know, into lengths that I can, you know, physically lift with this thing. So, and not being, you know, the best crane operator in the world, and these cranes are not great, you know, everybody knows that. You know, they jump around a lot and everything. You know, I guess, you know, for expediency, I could have definitely just got the Brooks, you know, and just chipped all of this stuff up, and made a decent amount of money, you know. I don't know what made me think that I wanted to do it this way, but we have it now, so we're stuck with it. Now, what just happened there? I've been having that issue a lot lately too. Logs have just been weird. You know, I don't know what's causing that. If you guys have been watching the Let's Play with me and the Scottish Gaming Guy on the Alps, you'll notice you'll have seen that the logs, the cranes. Now, see, this crane's just doing whatever it wants. Now, I have very little control over it. The logs, the cranes, all of that have just been kind of going crazy, and I don't know what's causing that. So, This little piece here is basically useless, but now I've made the mess, I have to clean it up, so, and I also have to cut the branches off of this somehow, if I can find them. And of course it's not going to be easy, is it? No, I don't want to cut that. No. Jeez, the whole game is just going crazy on me here. What is going on? Of course. Really? Logging, I swear. You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? Yeah, I'm going to return this steppa thing, I think. And I'm just going to... I'm going to chip this stuff up, because this is ridiculous. This is going to take forever, and it's just not working very well. So you know what? We're going to do this. We're going to be silly, I think. Oops, got into the wrong thing. And I'll take the hit for the money, you know. I don't have the patience for this. I really don't. There's no need that this has to be this difficult, you know. So, you know, with the cranes being crazy and everything just acting, you know, doing pretty much whatever it wants to do. So we'll go ahead and pick that up and then disconnect it. Oh, you can't disconnect it from there, obviously. You got to disconnect it from the tractor. We'll disconnect that. Get the tractor out of the way. We'll just return this. We won't get any money back, but, you know, at least it'll be done. So, no, I need to go in the garage to do it. Sorry. Let's see. As soon as I can find it, there it is. Return vehicle. Yes. Okay. Very good. Now, let's see. We need to get the... one thing I want to do... I've learned sort of my lesson with this thing. I want to save, just in case it goes crazy on me. So, I should have probably done this to begin with, and I knew somewhere in my head, you know, it was going to be, I was going to be like, okay, you know what, I don't want to mess with this anymore, and but I don't know, I just decided, I guess, well, let's try it, you know, so. But these trees are just, they're not good. They're not, you know, they're just no good for this. So this costs $168 an hour. This won't take very long. I will only rent this for a couple of hours. So this will be the first time I actually rented a mod. I'll be curious to see how it works, you know, with a mod. So yes. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, let's try this again. We'll drive out of here and we'll go pick up our, of course we're going to drive across our freshly sown field here, but that's okay. It's farming simulator, you know. At least this will go quicker. You know, hopefully this tractor has enough power to run that thing. I believe it does. I can never really remember how much power you need to run these things. So I know I use the Lamborghini on Bjornholm with this, and that's 220 horsepower, and that runs it just fine. So hopefully 135 this has will be enough as well. So we'll find out. I'd like to cut down all the trees that I need to cut down and be done with it, just because I think it'll be easier in the long run. I'm just going to park the weight over here for now, because obviously that's going to have to come off. No, just get rid of that, and we'll go pick up the tipper, and then go pick up the brooks and start chipping up these trees, and then hopefully being able to find a place to dump them. I don't know exactly where they go, but I'm sure we'll fumble around and find it. You know? Oh, see, this is one of the. Well, I got to go this way anyway, right? So that's. I said that was going to happen. I said I was going to be like, oh, I left something in the, you know, in the tipper. So luckily we had to come this way anyway. So I didn't bring it all the way over there before I realized, like, why won't anything go in it? You know, so. Okay. Now we can go pick up the brooks and chip up some tree. Plus, we got to get them out of the way anyway. They're all, obviously, as you can see, you know, they're all in the road and everything. I wouldn't leave them there to begin with. So, Good thing about the Brooks is I don't have to branch them or anything. They'll just go in whole, you know. So, because that crane thing, I don't know what it is. I don't know. You know, if you guys are having problems with the cranes and whatnot, please leave it in the comments. You know, because I've been noticing in a couple of videos, and I know me and Grant have just had nothing but problems with. Oh, now why did this spawn in this way? I'm not going to be able to get it. Arg. I swear my game hates me lately. I don't know what it is. It doesn't like me anymore. So, see if I can reset that again. See if I can reset that again, if I can find it. And hopefully this time it resets correctly. Nope. Oh, what is going on? What is the issue here? I'm not going to be able to get it like this. That's going to... Come on. Flip over. Really? I swear sometimes just... This game just doesn't like me. Some days, you know, and I guess everybody has this problem. You know, some days just everything goes wrong and you just can't fix it. No, don't shove it in a pond. Don't shove it in a pond. Don't. All right. Let's see now if I can reset it again and see if maybe it'll show up the right way. If it doesn't, I'll cut the video and I will figure it out. So you guys don't have to watch me fiddle with this for 3 hours, because that's just silly. Okay. Come on. Nope. Oh, okay. All right, guys. I'll be back when I figure this out. See you in a minute. And we're back. I had to chase that thing halfway across that field to get it to tip upright so that I could actually I'm gonna drive through the hedge, guys, sorry. And then grab... Oh, this episode's just getting more and more realistic by the second. Yeah, I had to chase this thing halfway across the field to get it to flip back up again so I could actually hook up to it. But, okay, you know, it's all farming sim, I guess, you know. Oh, and that's that. Okay, now, normally I would drop this thing off, but I'm really afraid to do that because I'm afraid I won't be able to pick it back up again. Now, let's see if we can find where these go. Biogas plant. Biomass plant. Which one is which? Oh, that's the biogas plant. And this is the biomass plant. Wow, that's a long drive down. Okay, well, that is what it is, I guess. So, okay. We will go, we'll go out the right way this time, I think. You know, like I said, normally I wouldn't take the Brooks with me, but I'm afraid it'll fall over and it'll take me another half an hour to try to, you know, get it, connected again. So I guess I'm just having one of those days. It's funny, everything went smooth earlier. I was mowing and, you know, and raking and you know, collecting everything with the forage wagon, and everything was working really good. You know, I don't know what happened. So. Okay, so we need to go south towards the biomass plant. No sense storing these. I'm going to sell them right away. So that's funny. If you look up there, it says rent times sower SB700. It thinks it's a weight because that's actually what this Brooks is categorized as, is a weight. So. Okay. And we need to go down this way, I think. I think if we take a left down here, that would probably, yep. Oh, it's a fairly long drive, you know, from that field to this plant, but okay, you know. You know, and you know, these big chunks of trees have quite a bit of chips in them, obviously. So, you know, it's going to take a lot, you know, a lot more trips. But, you know, again, can't really afford to get a bigger tipper, so, you know, I suppose I could rent everything. I could just sell everything and rent everything, you know, but I think at some point that becomes less cost efficient, you know. So you need to own some things. So, like I said, I will probably rent another tractor come harvest time. I may do this harvest with the combine we have and then sell it. You know, and then just rent one for the next harvest. Maybe I'm not 100% certain about that yet. So, it all kind of depends, I guess. So probably what I'll do is I'll probably make one trip down here, just guys, so you guys can see it, and then I'll just cut the video every time, so I don't have to. You guys don't have to keep, kind of just watching me drive around. Seem to do a lot of driving on this map. Obviously, I guess that's kind of how it is. If I, knew my way around better, and I could find the most direct route to places, I'm sure it would work out better. But, for now, me kind of going the long way around and all that, I think one trip down to see it, and then, that after that, then it'll just be me, cutting down the trees and chipping them up. Be curious to see how much money we end up with. Like I said, I'm not going to cut down a whole bunch of trees, just the ones that I think are nuisance trees that are kind of in the way. For now, I'm sure there'll be more when we buy more fields going down the road. But of course, my problem with this is, this is all taking time. That time on the rental. So oh well. In fact, we got a ways to go yet till we get there, and I'll cut the video here, and I'll see you guys when I get to the biomass plant. So here we are at the biomass plant. Curious what wood chips are actually selling for. Let's see if we can take a quick look at that and find out. I gotta go the other way. Let's see, wood chips. $782 a ton. Not very much, but okay. It's it's money, so. Here at Every Little Bit Helps Farm. This is a long drive from the way up to where we were down to here. So, again, there'll be quite a few cuts in this. Well, that'll at least pay for the rental of this thing. And we'll have some money on top of it, which will be nice. Now the price is going to drop pretty significantly just because we're going to be bringing a lot of wood chips down here, but maybe not a lot, quite a few, I think. So let's go back this way. So one thing about this map that I'm discovering is there's a lot of little like side roads and stuff, roads that'll get you places that a little quicker than following the main road, kind of winding around. So and I'm learning every day. I'm learning. So yeah, so I'll see you back at the trees, guys. And we're back. I'll try to clean up the rest of this mess. Hopefully I can get all of this in here. I should be able to, I think. We'll have to figure out something about the stumps at some point too. I guess I could have probably just rented this and the saw. The saw mod, and we just went to town, I guess. There we go. Okay, so that's that one. Now, what else is going to be in the way? Let's go ahead and turn this off and at least lift it up for now. I'm going to drive around the edge of the field here. Got an hour and 44 minutes left on... Whoops, stump. An hour and 44 minutes left on this rental, so got a little bit of time. Let's see. Now these, I don't think are going to be a problem, but you know what? Just to make sure, I'm going to cut them down. Let's try to leave as little stump as possible, so that way if I don't get back here and stump them, then I won't be just causing myself more problems with course play. Oh, of course you're going to fall into the road. Oh, of course you are. Jeez. Oh well, okay. And of course, cutting down trees is not, ideal, for lag either. For some reason, getting rid of trees can sometimes cause lag. So there we go. That's 71%. V and B. And we're gonna turn this way. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna take down that one. This one's gonna have. These two are gonna have to come down too. So okay. It just makes sense. Tree on my head. Tree on my head. And the only reason I'm really doing this is because sometimes Courseplay will want to make a turn, a tight turn. And, obviously if there's anything in the way, it's not going to be able to make that turn. So, It's not because I just want to, cut down trees, for no purpose, I think, like I said, in one of the earlier episodes, you start cutting down too many trees on a map like this, and it just ruins the whole flavor of the map. At least that's how I feel, anyway. So, and get that. This is probably going to fill it up, I would imagine. So, get that. That. This whole tree here will definitely fill it up. So obviously that stump's still going to be an issue. Yeah, that's pretty much full now. So V and B and X and O. Gonna fold it all up and everything. And I'll run this off to the biomass plant, and I'll see you in a bit, guys. Okay. So as you can see, we're headed up here now towards the meadows, where I wanted to cut down a couple of trees as well. I'm trying to think, were there any in this field? This field is really small, and is not, you know what? This one in the corner is kind of in the way, I guess, a little bit. Not really mowing over there, just more for turning around. Don't drive through the hedge. You've already done that enough. Yeah, or drive through the hedge, I guess. It's more for turning around than really that it's in the way. You know what? You might as well. We're here. Might as well take it down, I guess. So, yeah, we'll cut these two down, I guess. And again, this is going to, be another long cart. One thing about this map, if you like to cart, then this is your map. This one's going to be really tricky to get all of this stuff. It's a very, very branchy tree. That's that. Can I get this part? Hopefully. Okay. See what that does. That's going to make a weird cut, but whatever. That made a strange cut, but at least it cut. So, all right. Now, is there another one? Is this a tree? I hate the one reason I don't like cutting down trees just for cutting down trees is that, the map maker has gone through all the trouble of putting a tree here, for a reason. You know what I mean? And these trees are planted, pretty far down in the ground, so they're kind of making they're a little bit of a modified design, So, and I hate to just cut them down, willy-nilly, but they are kind of in the way for turning around on this field. Because, as I've said, there's going to be times when I'm going to want to use course play. So, these trees just make it difficult. So, ultimately, I guess it's my farm. I can do what I want. And certainly the money is not awful. So, all right, let's see now. This is definitely going to be a load. This is a lot of tree here. So let's go ahead and get this unfolded. Get this unfolded. I think that one way in the back is going to be okay. I think we'll find out. I'll turn that on, lower it, and let's see if we can get these without too much issue. Should be okay. Oh no! Apparently I did cut that one down in the back. I forgot. I didn't realize. I mean, I'm pretty sure I thought I cut it down, but wasn't 100% certain. No. Is this thing running? Yeah, it's running. Oh, because of the stump. Yeah. So I'm going to have to come back up here with a stump cutter. Going to have to probably rent a stump cutter now to clear up the stumps. So that kind of fell the wrong way. That fell opposite of the way I wished it would have fallen. Because, again, even with this thing, an entire big tree like this, that's all branch and everything, even this thing has a little sometimes struggle with it, as you can see. So I think that thing is actually still connected to the ground. That may be why it's struggling a little bit with that. That's that one. And can we get into the right position to get this one? This is, obviously not particularly realistic. You're not going to do this in real life. You're not going to, shove an entire tree around like this, try to put it through a chipper. So, but, you know, for expedience sake. So we only have an hour and 30 minutes left on this thing, so I want to make the maximum amount of use of it I can. You know, this would be some of the stuff I was talking about not wanting to make a hash of this map with. You know, I kind of feel like maybe I'm changing the feel of the map. Maybe I'm ruining it a little bit. I just, you know, there's certain things that just I think need to be changed. Are we down all the way? Yes, we are. You know, that need to be changed in a map. There we go. You know, to make certain other things easier. That's just, you know, that's how I feel anyway. So let's see, can we get this piece? This piece, I believe, is still in the ground. Yeah, that piece is in the ground. That piece is in the ground. Let's see what we got here. What do we got going on over here? This piece is still in the ground, so this will probably come out, I guess. Why not? Like I said, I don't see myself doing a lot of, you know, straight logging on this map, for the simple fact that, you know, it's not really, this map doesn't really lend itself to that. This is all just maintenance stuff, you know, just trying to, you know, take care of some nuisance stuff, you know, that's kind of in the way and whatnot. So, where can I get a cut on this that's not too high up? Can I get one? Oh, that's perfect. There we go. Where else do we gotta go here? Turn this way. Maybe cut some of this branch off here. There we go. Then we can actually see what we're doing. Okay. I think that'd probably be good. We'll just grab the last little bit of it with this, and again, we'll have to come back with the stumps because, you know, ultimately it doesn't really make much sense. It doesn't do any good to just, you know, cut the trees and then, you know, leave all the stumps, because of course play's just going to get stuck on the stumps anyway. So I don't really know what's going on over here. Why there's so much branches and stuff. But you know what? To be honest, I'm not really worried about that. So of course play won't have any trouble going over the branches. So okay. And we're pretty much full, so go ahead and fold this up, shut it off, fold this up, and head back to the biomass plant. You can see we're making some money, so that's good, you know. I'll be curious to see what we end up with when it's completely done. See you in a minute, guys. Okay, I don't know if I said this or not. I don't remember if I said it, but I'm going to say it again. If you like to kart, boy, this is your map. It just seems like it's such a long trip from you know, one end of the map to the other, you know, and it is. This is a big map. It doesn't have the feel of a big map, but it really is. You know, there's a lot of karting and a lot of that sort of stuff going on. So let's see. That one needed to come out, and these needed to come out as well, just because they're in the way. So, and that one in the middle is obviously dead in the way. So. I apologize for this episode being a little weird, guys. You know, every so often you're going to have this, you know, stuff's going to go not, you know, the way you saw it going in your head, you know. You know, at least for me, you know, I'm not perfect. I'm not, you know, an expert at farm sim by any stretch of the imagination. As me and the Scottish Gaming Guy are always joking, you know, we're still learning how to farming simulator, you know, and then we forget how to farm sim, so... You know, you'd think after, you know, 70 episodes, you know, with him and, you know, a couple hundred on my own that, you know, I would know what the hell I'm doing, but I don't. So I apologize for the occasional weird episode. You know, this is all stuff that I wanted to get done, and I figured you guys might enjoy watching it. I didn't realize it was going to turn out to be quite such a shit show, but, oh well, you know. Even the best, you know, even the best have problems sometimes, and I'm far from the best, so. Oh, it's trying. It's trying to suck that whole tree in there. It will. I mean, I just got to get it in the right spot. Oh, come on. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, you can tell when stuff goes wrong with me, I start to get a little silly, so. Let's see. Let's get turned around and get a better angle on it. We'll try anyway. Let's try this angle. See if it'll go this way. Come on. Come on. You can do it. There you go. Boom. One tree completely full. Wow. That's crazy. Oh, I mean, to be expected, though. You know, it's a big tree, so. Okay. I'm trying to decide if I want to drag you guys along on this adventure any further, or say, okay, you guys have seen probably enough of that now. You know what? Let's take the ride back down to the biomass plant. I just want to show you how long it really is, especially, you know, with me getting lost and, you know, probably going the not right way all the time. You know, it's a pretty long haul. So we'll go down there. We'll see how much, you know, money this brings in. And then I will finish the rest of this off screen. I got a few more trees I want to cut down just to get out of the way. You know, money-wise, we're doing fairly well. So that's good. You know, we'll have some money now. Like I said, I'll probably you know, the next episode will be a harvest, I think. I'll do a little fast forwarding. I don't mind fast forwarding now because I don't have any animals, so it's not going to affect them. Once we get animals, I'll either have to get the new fast forward mod or just not fast forward. I'll probably get the mod. That would make the most sense, I think. And then, yeah, so the next episode will be a harvest. Probably what we'll do is we will do the harvest with the harvester we have. And then I'll sell it. And for the next harvest, we'll rent a combine. And then, you know, just keep doing that until we have enough money to buy one of our own. I think that, you know, I think that's... Not only is it realistic, but it makes sense, you know. So, yeah, we'll do that. I guess that should be good. So, and then of course there'll be all the seeding and everything that has to be done after that. I may do a little bit more mowing. I may come down here and mow this field over here, and get, you know, another silage pit going. Excuse me, I just sneezed about 13 times right before I hit record again this on this last break. So probably get one of these silage pits down here going. I think that makes some sense. And now I think I want to go see. No, that goes to a field. Okay, I didn't know if I wanted to go that way, or I think that just goes to a field though. See, there's a lot of little stuff like that, a lot of little like side roads, tracks, and trails and whatnot that'll bring you places, you know. So, let's see, this, no, I want to go down this way, actually. Yep, this is the way I want to go. So, you know. Now, of course, this trip didn't seem that long, you know, but it really was. It really is when you think about it, you know. You know, and again, if you like to cart, this is your map. So, at some point, I'm going to figure out a place to put an orchard and some greenhouses. I hate to do it exactly the same place that David Oldfield did it, because I just don't want to be a copycat. But where he put it just makes so much sense that's probably where it's going to end up going. So this should put us over. This will obviously put us over $50,000. You know, so we're getting there money wise. You know, at least this serves two purposes. It got rid of the trees that were in the way, and it made us some money. So, you know, bonus. $61,000, not too shabby at all. So there you go, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know it was kind of a weird episode. I'll go ahead and shut that off. You know, different maybe than what you would expect to see on a map like this. As I've said over and over and over again, I'm not going to do a lot of logging on this map, just because it doesn't lend itself to it, I think, for me. But these nuisance trees have got to go. And I just wanted to give you guys sort of a taste of that, what was going on. You know, the beginning was weird, and, you know, I don't know what I was thinking trying to put those logs onto a trailer. It's just not going to happen. My crane skills are shit. The cranes act too funny for me. You know, this is so much easier. I got an hour and 15 minutes left on this thing. I'm going to make the most of it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. As always, please leave your comments. Let me know what you're thinking about the series, you know, the videos, the map, the channel, anything like that. You know, and thank you so much, guys. You guys are all awesome, as I say every single video, and I'm going to keep saying it because I'm so appreciative of all of you guys. And thanks so much for making me a part of your YouTube day. And this is the Bipolar Prophet saying, see you later.